guys, welcome back to my channel. I am continuing to work on my spring journal and I'm hoping to finish up today, and I want to make some little side tab clusters. So I thought I'd bring you along for that, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff here that I've made to add to my journal, all kinds of fun stuff that I thought I would bring you along as I finish up. So I took some of my scraps that I had and just, no like specific measurement, just kind of folded them in half and folded them down and punched out some side tabs. And I'm gonna make some little, just some little clusters to put along the side of some of my pages. I just like how it looks. It makes flipping the page easy and it's pretty. So I am using PolkaDotPixels Spring Garden Kit. I will link that in the description box. And I've got all kinds of leftover ephemera still from the kit, and also from the Simple Stories Vintage Spring Garden Kit, which is Emily of PolkaDotPixels designed that kit when she was designing for Simple Stories. And so I do have some of the paper left that, and just some of the ephemera left that I'm using. I cut out some of these like little doily pieces using some of my scraps. It's like a little tiny doily. I'm gonna add in here just random pieces here. It's a good way to use up some of your scraps. So, and then I do have some of, on my last video, I was talking about the ephemera packages. In the back of the ephemera packages, there's little colored pieces that represent the ephemera that's in the package. And so I put some packing tape over it to make it shiny. And I did use some of them for charms. And I'm gonna use some of them as little embellishments on these little clusters. I'm trying to find some of the smaller pieces that I have. Some of the smaller ephemera pieces. There's a lot of big ephemera pieces in here in this kit. So we will make the best of it. Hope everybody's doing well. That you did something fun and crafty today. I've been trying to organize my craft desk a little bit more. I've got one table. It seems like it's not organized because there's so much stuff on it, but it's like I feel like I need all of these things right in front of me to reach for. So I don't know, it's a lot of stuff. Crafting is a lot of stuff. There's also these, these little like clusters in the Spring Garden Kit, and then on that same kit are these little pieces of, word sentiments. And I had used a 69-pound koala matte photo paper that's actually textured. And so if it looks a little bit different, that's why. Yeah, so, and then there's all these little washi tape pieces in the kit as well. So I got a green already there. This little ticket. Let me make sure I'm in frame, because I apologize, my last video, I was looking at it and I realized I had my journal like down, like too low. I need to put something on my table that, like, maybe I'll put this so that I can't go below this little piece. Take a piece of, actually I have some washi tape here. Let me put a piece of washi tape here on my table. So that I don't put anything below this point. Because I realized later I'm like pointing towards things that were like off camera and you couldn't see. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know, you know, I'm still new to making these YouTube videos. I don't know if there's like a way to, I don't know, the camera's up above me. Is there like something that you can use to put in front of you so you can see how the camera is angled? I wonder if there's like, if you know, please leave me a comment in the description box, because I would love to know if there's some way. I don't know if there's like something I can connect to my what am I trying to say here? To my iPhone camera to see like where am I in frame, instead of like standing up and looking. Is there something I could use? So this is just going to go over the side of the page. But we probably need to decorate the back too, because I don't like to see white on the back. I mean, I could ink this, but I don't want to do that. So I like to use pieces that have like this, you know, that it was like a scrap piece from the 6x6 paper pad, and you know it's double-sided, so there's a print on both sides. So if we flip it to this side, you can see a pattern. But on my digitals, I didn't print on the back side of my pages, just because I have folded them in half. I wanted them to be a little bit thicker because I wanted to because of the binding method. Oh, this is double-sided. Okay, good. I did print on the back of this one. So yeah, so my last video, I did that slip knot binding technique and it worked out pretty well. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised at how well things like laid down flat. Cut down some of this. This is some of that washi tape that's in the kit. So yeah, I was surprised and happy that the journal laid flat. Although I have to say, and you will see in a few minutes, as soon as I just finish a couple of these, that I did add some beads. You know, I cut off my thread, I cut it really long. And so I knew I wanted to add some some beads to the threads, and it kind of is interfering a little bit with the journal laying flat now when I have it open. Didn't think about that part. Didn't think it through. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm not super happy with this one, but it is what it is. So I wonder if I could use some of these. Let's see. Let's bring another. I also cut some of these out with a die cut that I have from Scrap Diva Designs. I thought these could be little side tabs. I don't know if it would also need this. That looks kind of weird. But maybe I could just put a part of something on here. Of course, there's nothing on the back. So let's just glue on what's some on the front, and then I'll just trim it. Yeah, so let's just trim the back. Cute. Isn't that cute? Love it. Now let's see, can I put some of this on the back? Well, it's kind of wonky because I don't want to turn it upside down. Let's put it like this. And let me cut this like right here so I don't go over the edge, because we don't want to see any white on the back. Yeah, these actually work pretty good. They're so pretty. Cute. Okay, so the other thing I did, you know, there's a bunch of the circle pieces in the kit, and I use those little, you can get these on Amazon. They're like little, they're stickers. It's kind of like a little piece of resin or something that just sticks over the top of like your little circle. And then I took some of these little jump rings and some resin. I watched, I think it's called Craft by Tony, I believe. Anyway, she had a video on how to use one of those little resin kits with the UV light. And so, look, aren't those cute? So there are some that come in if you have the Simple Story scrapbook kit, if you bought them. And you know, this is what I have left. I put some of them in the journal already. I've got these two, and then there should be another one somewhere around here. But anyways, yeah, super cute. So where's my little cluster? Let's see, let's put a smaller one. Let's put a smaller one on the back. Isn't that cute? I love these things. You just put your little resin in, and then you put the little light on for like 60 seconds, and then the resin's dry, and then you just cut a circle around it, which my circle you can see on the back doesn't look perfect the way it's cut, but you know what, you're not seeing the back because you're going to glue it down. So how cute is that? See, here's the ones in the scrapbook paper, but like look, that one's like not even on evenly. That was in the kit that I bought. But yeah, make your own. So fun. Okay, so we got that one. Got this. Do we need like a heart or something? Maybe a heart. Maybe a small heart, I think. Not in that color. Probably the yellow one, the first one I had, right? Yeah, so I can't believe how much ephemera and stuff I still have left. Seems like I put so much on my pages already because I was using that. Isn't that cute? Should we put one of these on the front? Let's maybe put this little daisy on the front. I'm just gonna add a little bit extra glue just to make sure it sticks down. Cute. Okay, let's do another one of those. Those are fun. Here's another one. Okay, let me see what other. There's nothing on the back. Let's see, this one goes this way. That one might be too big. I might have to put it on a page. Put them this way. Yeah, I think these are, that looks too big too. This might work, except for I'm gonna get the flower and not the rest of it. But we can put, the other side on the back. So what it is with this glue getting stuck. And I do like them when they hang over, but I just don't want to see the white on the back. And I don't really want to, you know, I have like inked them in the past, used distress ink, but because this is like this bright, colorful spring journal, I just don't want to. Okay, you're not going to see this one because it's going to clip over the page, right? So then on the back, we could put some of this. That, and then I have some little bees in here. Let's add a little bee. Glue. What? Okay. I'm gonna fire this glue bottle and bring in this one. Just got this one. Sentiment. Live simply. That might go better on the back. It's like fishtail this if I can, if I've got enough room. Try not to cut into the words. Oh, I didn't do that very good. Close. Okay, it's fine. Fine. And what it says. Live simply, and a heart above it. Oops. Like not, this one's stuck and I just opened it. What is going on? It's gonna go over the edge, isn't it? Yep. I'm just going to leave that one. Okay. Let's bring in another one of the folded ones that were right in front of me. There they are. Let's do another one of these little tabs. Which tab did I do on this? There's okay. Let's glue this tab on. Now I've made these without, you know, adding this additional tab on. You don't have to have this tab on. I've just made them like this and decorated them. But this time I wanted to put these on. And let's put some of this cheesecloth stuff on there. And a butterfly. That's too big. It's like a partial butterfly. Or I guess it's not a partial butterfly, it's just a side view, right? Okay. I put part of this measuring tape on here. Scoot that down a little bit. Actually, I could put, let's cut it right. Oops, guess I better look at it from this side, right? And then on this side, cut that straight. Don't really want to cut that off, so I'm going to have to put something, although you're not going to see it because it's going to be over a page, right? Get a piece of paper here. Yeah, what am I thinking? So if you have it like this on the edge of your page, well, you will see if it's over here, but not over here. Not towards the, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see. Yeah, there's not a lot of really small pieces. Oh, let's put more of these. I love this one. I love that piece of ephemera too. I've used it twice in my journal. It's a little cluster with like 2 tickets and a butterfly. So pretty. That overlap a little bit. And I wanted to bring in this, that I got a portion of a ticket. It has a number 10. And put that someplace, except for I do have numbers down here. I usually like text, numbers. If you've got music paper, that looks good. Let's see, maybe a heart. Turn these all over. See, like, save your scraps, because you never know. You never know what you're gonna be able to use. That one. And there's, you can see like text on the hearts, and that's how the digital comes. And that's how it is in the scrapbook paper too. It's cool. trim some of that. It's not hanging over so long. That's better. All right, what other little pieces do I have? These little doilies. It's on the back. Probably should have put that underneath there, huh? Can I stick it underneath? We'll do a little paper surgery here. I think I could do that. Let's add, see now some of our cheesecloth isn't, there we go. Let's add some more glue to that so that our butterfly sticks down. I don't know, will this fit here? I don't like it. I don't like it because I think because I've got numbers down here already. We've got a flower. I want the flower would look pretty. Let's do the flower. Yeah, so I thought it would be hard when I made these little resin charms to cut out around the ring, but it really isn't. It's very easy. Your scissors just kind of guide along that ring there, so I think that's pretty. Other side. Oh. Die cut didn't cut out all the little pieces there. Okay. So do we have a small butterfly? Oh, this has a double-sided. This is actually a butterfly punch that I actually got my mom, and it just, I love it. I need to get one for myself. Is that too big? Let's cut this down. Let that hang over. And then we could put our butterfly right there. Yeah, I love these little butterfly, this butterfly punch, so pretty. Oops, right. Fabri-Tac. It needs Fabri-Tac. Okay, got butterfly, and we need to put something right under here. I wonder if we got, let's see, one of these. No. Teacup. Love the teacup. Let's put the teacup. I like these little resin type stickers because, you know, it's instant. It's not like using glossy accents that you have to like wait a day for it to dry, because I'm very impatient about things like that. I feel like I need something in the center of that. Let's see. Could do that one, or we could put this 10 in there. I think I'm going to do the flower. Yeah, what's so cool about, you know, these jump rings come in different sizes, but you know, it's like you can use the tiniest little scraps. There's another one. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3. Didn't I do another one? But I did another one like oh, I did right here. Yeah, this looks pretty plain compared to the other ones, huh? I don't know. We'll leave it, and then maybe once I get it on a page, then I'll get an idea. Maybe one more. Maybe this one. Let's see, are these going to be too big? That really matches that. Boy. Yeah, let's do this one, and then just. I hate to cut all that off, but I'm gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Should have printed on the back. I'll have to look. This is that 69-pound textured paper. I'll have to look to see if it's double-sided, because not all matte photo paper is double-sided. You have to read it. Oh, see all the pretty pieces. So we can go like this, huh? Except for now that's upside down. The measuring tape is upside down. Let's go like this. Yeah, I made that mistake once when I usually use 48-pound matte photo paper, and I usually get it double-sided because I often print double-sided, and it looked really horrible on the back side. I'm like, what is wrong with this paper? Well, it was because it wasn't double-sided. It'll look muted, which, you know, sometimes is a look that you want. So, I mean, you could use it for that. So it's a continuation of the daisy. We could put some of this down here. That. Yeah, I just started making stuff last night, and I just kept going and going, and I'm like, the whole thing about this slip knot method was that I had to decorate the pages first. And I thought all I was going to add were things like this, these like little side tabs. I'm really like messing this up here. Ah. What's happening? Textured paper's not liking that. Yes, because I think that you had to decorate it first before you you bound the journal. So, but you know, I just kept going and going and going, and I have a whole plate of stuff. Now, let's add a couple things to this. Not that. Something, oh, that's a tab. Oh, I forgot to put a tab on this. Because we don't have to have a tab. But I want a tab. Okay, well, just doing it after the fact. Let's put this one kind of a little bit lower than the other ones, just so they're different heights. you know, so they're staggered when you are looking at the pages. Okay. Teacup. Butterflies. Yeah, some of the butterflies have the text on them too. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Not all of them, like this one doesn't. It's getting warm. I tell you, it's getting really warm. I'm reaching for a ticket that is already attached to something else. That's not going to work. Let's see. This is a ticket. No. Just I need some that are smaller, some small pieces. It's too big. Can I cut it in half and use it? I don't like that. I don't know what's happening. I'm like drawing a creative blank here. And I'm completely covering that measuring tape, you see, that's under there. Sometimes when I do these clusters, they just fall together and they look great, and other times I'm like just not super happy with them. I'm not sure why. Don't know why. I'm sure it's probably because I'm overthinking it. That's probably why. I feel like I'm like, I need to hurry for some reason. Yeah, creating is not something you need to hurry to do. So I got part of this. Oh, that doesn't look good. I do like this little tab thing with the ticket. See it on both sides. Let's see if we do the flower on this side. A tab and a tab. Why not? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm making this worse. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Yeah, I need some of these. Pretty. They're pretty. Oh, here's the bigger one. It says grow. Let's put the grow in the middle of the butterfly. I do sometimes, well, most of the time, you know, when I'm crafting, I get to a point that I do not like what I've made. But I know if I press through and just keep going, I will end up liking it. Just sometimes takes some time to finesse things. I don't think I have any flowers left. I think I've used all the flowers. Oh, there's a doily. What have we got in here? And then, of course, look at, I showed this last time, but I had this leaping rabbit die cut, and so I took some of the papers. That would look so cute, but then I wouldn't have one for the back side because I didn't use double-sided paper. Let's see what else we have in here. No, we got a butterfly. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on with me. I've lost my creative edge here. I mean, this is bad. Oops. Glue on the back. Where do we open that? Okay. That's over a page like that. When you flip the page, you're going to see that. So if we do this, let's see the white. Maybe need a butterfly back here? No? Oh, let's use some of these little, maybe that's what I need over here. Another one of these little tab things that I cut out. I mean, let's just cluster it all together. Let's just glue it all down. Hope it makes sense. And once I get it on the page, see, now you're not going to see the daisy. It's like, well, why'd you put the daisy on there? You can't even see it. I don't know, friends. I don't know. Don't know. What a doily. These little pieces out. I'm going to cover the daisy on that side too. Let's do that. Okay. Does it need something there? Do I have to have something there? A little heart? No. Oh, I forgot about this little guy. This little bunny there. The bunny needs to go right here. See, I did these double-sided because I was going to make them into charms, but I didn't use all of the really little ones. I used some of them, but not all of them. No. Here's another one. There's a little cute little bee on it. No, I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Let's bring in my journal and let's add these to the journal. And let's add all my other stuff. Let me move all of this out of the way. Move the hearts. Okay, wait, where is it? Here it is. And oh, I did the cover. You guys didn't look at the cover. Oh, isn't that cute? Ugh. So this is from the 6x8 scrapbook paper pad, the cover. And then I took some of the digitals to cover, like, I don't know, the whatever, like the name of the paper pad and stuff like that. And so put a little lace, not a lace, a crochet doily down here and some flowers. And then I added charms onto, well, not really, I mean, I added some beads and I added these little the ephemera pieces that were on the back of, you know, your ephemera package. You know, I added the, words are hard for me today for some reason, packing tape to make them shiny. And so I added those in. had this little butterfly charm. Yeah, so there's some of the little ones. So the bigger ones look better, of course. So that's, I love the cover. Love the cover. Isn't that cute? I'll make sure, is that in frame still? Because I want to make sure when I'm flipping through this and pointing towards the bottom of my journal that you see what I'm pointing at. Okay, I'm moving everything out of the way, but I want to move these tabs so that I don't lose them, because if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I will lose things that are right in front of me. So let me clear some space. Oh, there's so much ephemera still. Okay, so let me make sure when I open this up, can you see? How about that? That's probably a little better. Okay. Okay. So yeah, super happy with that cover. Love it. All right. So I've got all of these things to add into my journal, and I hope that it still works. I did put one of these little pieces. I wonder if these, if there's a place for any of these other ones. I don't know. I'll come back to that. Okay. So we've got this page, and this was the scrapbook paper from the 6x8 scrapbook paper. I put that on the inside cover, and I could add some ephemera or something to this page, I'm thinking, now that I've thrown everything into a big pile. Let me kind of sort through this. Yeah, so like that would look cute. Oh, I've got the, oh, well, that has saying on it, though. I don't want to put two sayings on a page. Oh, I've got this too. I'll use that for something. Butterfly. Let's put that butterfly. I just love this kit. I loved that I still had some of this scrapbook paper. So I said this before, that like when you, the scrapbook paper pad will have some designs that are not in the digital, and then there'll be some designs in the digital that are not in the scrapbook paper. So that's how that works usually when they have like a scrapbook or a, I'm trying to say, that's a pretty butterfly too. Okay, I don't know. No, I don't know what I could put down there. Let's see. Let's go through some of this. All these pretty washi tape things are so pretty. I'm just gonna set them aside here. Got this, I can use someplace. I've got that. That's cute. Oh, and then of course we have to use this, even though one of my rabbits did get up on the sofa when I was fussy cutting, and I had my little handy dandy basket that, if you recall, the first video I did a tutorial on how to make that using KS Crafts. That's a die cut from them. So anyways, I was cutting out my ephemera, and this was one of the chipboard pieces from the scrapbook paper pad that I had in my stash, and of course a little bunny jumped up there and put his little mark on it. So, but that's okay, because you know what? I can still use it. I can put a butterfly or something over the top of that. Maybe I could put one of these leaping bunnies. There. I love this one. I love this paper. This like collaged paper. Oh, he blends in too much. Let's put that bunny. So cute. So I will link this kit in the description box, and I will also link part 1 and part 2 of this, my videos of, doing this. Okay, So we need to find a place for all of these extra things I made. This is a side pocket, and this was from the 12 by 12 paper pad. And see, I just took one of those whale tail punches and just made a little cluster there on the tab. Kind of pretty up the tab a little bit. And this pocket is, it's a die cut from KS Crafts. It's like a bouquet pocket, and I thought it is perfect for this kit. I have to use it. And see, this is like this is that like background piece here, this layering piece. I thought, well, it's perfect because you can journal on that, right? And it just slips in that pocket. So pretty. Okay. And I didn't put anything on this page yet. I don't know what I can put here. That's too big. That I think is too thick. That's too big. So I've got all of this stuff that I've cut out. And this was like a little thing in my stash. Little die cut. Let's see, those are too big. This would work. This opens up. These are too big. That's cute. This is actually a die cut that I think it's like this, and I just took the paper and I folded it in half. But look, there's like a little journal spot there. So I've got that one. I've got this one. Here's another one from the paper pad. I love the butterflies. Oh, here's these. These are those cutaway cards. There's two of them. I just folded in half. What else do I have in here? It doesn't look good. Oh, and then this is a die cut from Scrap Diva Designs. She came out with this month called Slimline Bunny. And so, of course, I had to cut out some of the bunnies. Although I don't know that it really goes with this kit, but I mean, I did use the paper from the kit, so we could put that like that. And I had a little stamp that I put faces on, so yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know that goes. Okay. Let's get back to business here. Was it one of the small ones? Maybe this one, because that's like a little journal spot. So I'm going to glue this down on this page. I'm going to glue it all the way down. I'm not going to make, a lot of times I'll make it like a top loading pocket, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it there like that. And you can journal in there. I like having those little, like, I love seeing other people's journals where they've got like all of those like little things that flip out and, you know, flip down and flip up. And oh, we could put, would one of our tabs work on this page? Could. That's the ugly tab I made. What about one of the little ones, this little one? What is that? Let's put that one down. I'm just going to hold it here so I know how far to glue it. And then let's glue this side. And I did make this a top loading pocket. I put a little tag in there. This was a die cut from, it's not My Creative Times. I can't remember what it was from. Okay, oh, and then I did make some of these like paper clips with some of the flowers from the kit. I put those on already. Okay, so we got a tab there. Got stuff here. I'll do a final flip through after we get everything in here. Okay, that's all full. Okay, what could we put here? That's going to cover up too much. Oh, this might look good. Oh, that's cute. Is that too matchy-matchy? Bird's nest and a bird's nest. Maybe. Oh, so what? Oh, but match. Look at matchy-matchy. All right, we'll do the flower one. And again, these are just those little journal cards that are in scrapbook paper pads. And it's from this spring garden. It's from the 12 by 12 paper pad. And so I just cut 2 of them and folded it in half. There's that. Could put a butterfly here. Okay, we have this all decorated already. Again, I'll come back and flip through that. And I don't, like, I'm paying attention to, like, here I wouldn't put a side tab because I don't want to block this from opening. Okay, so there's not a lot on these pages. I did this. Stop and smell the flowers, which was one of the journal cards that I cut out. So it opens like this. I don't know that it looks good on that page. We could put one of our tabs on here. Look at this one. Doesn't it look pretty on there when it's all collaged together? I think it does. All right, so this is not going to open very well, so we'll glue on that side, a little glue on this side. Okay. I'm going to put this one, let's see what's on the other side first. Go down below that garden a little bit. Oh, look, the paper matches. Does it get in the way of that? No. So it just adds something. Adds a little, oops, a little something. Okay, I do have, this is not going to go here because I've already got stuff there. I mean, you don't have to have every page decorated, but, you know, like to add something that you can journal on is nice. What else we have? Tickets. This is a journal card. This is a journal card. These are these are too big. These are from the 12 by 12 paper pads, but I mean, if I could put it this way, it would work, but let's see. These little ones. And then this is from the 12 by 12 paper pad, little journal cards. So actually what I thought I would do with these real quick is maybe hole punch them. It's kind of wide. Let's see. Oh, those are wide too. Some of these are wider than others. Which is the front, which is the bottom? I don't know. I was thinking, it's my crocodile. I was thinking I could put like a brad in there. To hold them together. I mean, I would use my tiny attacher if I knew where it was. I have no idea. No idea. Are these too small? Oh my gosh, these are going to be too small. Do I have bigger ones? And there's this huge pearl one. I don't know where my bigger ones went. Huh. Well, what do you know? I don't really want to use a pearl. I know. Let's do the hole reinforcer. I'm going to do one of these hole reinforcers. This is probably still going to be too big, huh? Yeah, it's still too big. Well, darn. I don't know that this pearl goes. Oh wait, do I have a big one? Oh, I found one. I found one. I thought I had a couple bigger ones. That works. It's kind of weird. That folds in on the sides or something. It's not like not completely round. But then, how do we put this on? We clip it to a page, or I don't know. I'm jumping ahead. Sorry about that. Let's see. Clip bolo clip. Okay. What was I doing? I was looking for something for this page and I got sidetracked. Yeah, I can't clip it here because I've got a top loading pocket there. So, I'm gonna set it aside for a minute. Just flip through here real quick. I also have these little things. And I've got that. Here's my envelope, not this one. My other envelope. This one. Gotta be in here. Oh, I got this too. I think this page is too small. Maybe another leaping bunny. Maybe. Maybe just a butterfly. I mean, you don't have to have something on every page, I guess, but these are a little bit too long for this. Well, maybe not. Oh, maybe it was just that page. I've got a few pages in here that are not, that I folded down a little bit smaller. I'm going to put one of these sentiments. Oh, actually, you know what I have? I've got the sticker paper from the 12 by 12 paper pad. Will this sticker fit? This is a cute sticker. It's got a bunny. How cute is that? Put that there. And then there are like sentiments on here. Care for this, whatever color this is. It's like a mustard yellow. I just, yeah. I got this blossom and grow. Looks like it's gonna run into the green. That's not gonna work. I have to get that right here. Okay. How about stay wild and free? How about that? Oops. Pink. There. That's cute. I feel like it needs something else. A butterfly. do have a few, very few of the chipboard pieces left that are not sticking very well anymore to this thing. So I've got, let's do this butterfly. I'm going to add extra glue because obviously it's not sticking very well anymore. Do that. Cute. Okay, done with that. I'm going to leave this like that. I've got this little thing in here. And I don't think I need anything here. Okay, we got to find places for all these other things. Added to. Got this chipboard piece. Garden flowers. Will that fit there? Get all the cheesecloth stuff off of it. Let's do it. I love this paper, this pattern of flowers is so pretty. Oops, move it down. Get to stick. This is from the paper pad. It was like a scrap piece I had from the 8x8 or 6x8. I'm sorry, 6x8 paper pad. Cute. Bunny? No. Oh, darn it. Coming up right there. Okay. Stuff on there already. I got to see. This is what you didn't see when I was doing the flip through the other night of the. It's like a little birdhouse die cut with a little bird that I use the pattern paper for. I think it's super cute. Let me add to this. One of the journal papers that I cannot find now. That was just right here. Not the, oh, here's like this. Oh, this pattern doesn't look good. This is actually different. This is from that vintage linen number 4 kit. Or it might be the number 3, but it's too bright for that pattern. This might look good too. That might look good. Let's put those in there, little journal cards, okay? All right. Okay, this, make this a little pocket. Maybe we can put this journal card in here, the bunny, pop it out. Let's add that back, that, okay, and let's see, we've got this tab, we've got this tab, we've got this tab that's, there's not a lot on, don't like it there, no, I think it's going to get in the way of this, okay. Would this short one work here? Let's do this short one here, this little one. Okay. Oh, here's another one I made. I think that was the first one I made that I already attached. I didn't put anything on the back because I just kind of liked this lacy look there. see, would this work on this page? Maybe not. I think I might have to cut this down some. Not gonna work there. What about this one? This might work. And it opens up like this. And then I made a little pocket out of this, one of my favorite ephemera pieces. And then there's these little tiny envelopes. I added one of those. So let's put that there, and let's glue it down like a top loading pocket. Put something behind it. Actually, as I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, I just had another thought of like, this would probably be better on a different, coordinated with this page. Yeah. Okay, let's take the glue off. Plan B. Got this one, but this, yeah, I can't glue this down because this opens up. So this needs to be clipped or something, or in a pocket. What else could we put there? This fit? No. Butterflies. A little journal card. I'm not sure I like it there. I don't like that one there. What about this one? Spring is here. That's cute. And we'll still glue this one down as a top loading pocket. It's another one of these little envelopes. Put back there. Okay, I've got stuff here, but you know what? Maybe we could put this one of these little tabs on here. Maybe this one, what's on the other side? Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Oops. Okay. Oh, pretty. I like it. I like it. That's pretty. Okay, I need a page. I want to put this and hopefully this, like this. And there's a reason for that. If I can find the right page. Let me flip ahead here and see if I've got a page that doesn't have a million things on it. Okay, don't. Could do it like this. Then I can't. I could tuck this in here. Or no. Yeah. Okay. A change of plans. Let's do this. Just want to make sure. I feel like I need to cut this down a little bit. So let me bring my paper tray in. Oops. Okay. Let's trim this down a little bit. And I'm so excited. I got the replacement blade for this paper trimmer. Finally came back in stock. I think I ordered like 6 of them just to make sure. Didn't run out again. I love it. Look how nicely that cuts. We are memory keepers. This all-in-one tool. I don't know what the issue was, but apparently there was some sort of issue trying to get the replacement blade made for those. So weird. Okay, corner rounder. Okay. Let's corner round this again. Put this here. do it. Actually, I could cut this down shorter. It doesn't really need to be that long. So let's try this again. So if I glue this like a top loading with a pocket on the top, yeah, I just wanted to stay clear of these little holes there. See, it starts to get a little bit, lays kind of weird when you get towards that the end. Okay, and see, this you can pull the journal cards in and out of, so that I've got all of these other journal cards in here that you can then slide in here. Oops. There's like acetate. See? Cute. So let's round this corner. These are journal cards from the 12 by 12 paper kit. And my thought was to put this journal card in here and then put these extra ones in the top loading pocket. So there's this one, the butterflies, Be Kind, that pretty one, and that one. And there's paper on the back. So you can put a picture on the back, or you can journal on the back. And we can just slide these right in here. I mean, I probably should let that dry longer, but no, I'm too impatient. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait a few minutes. So I'm going to put these like this so I remember I have to come back. And let's see, do I have another one? I think this is the last little side thing, the one that I was like not super thrilled with. So where could we put this? Okay, I also have to put, oh, let's see. I wonder if these will fit in here. Let's take these out for a minute. These little note cards. These might fit right in here. It would also fit in one of the top loading pockets, I think. But I'm going to leave them there. Put that there, and a postcard here. Maybe there. And maybe that one there. And then our little tag here. Okay. Is it dry now? I think so. See, do I need to put all of them? Just a couple of them. Yeah, so you can put them there. Isn't that neat? Okay. I don't know that I have much. What else do I have? This was just like, I love the tickets. I've got this. Let's find a page for this one. Now, okay. It's probably what I should have done in the first place, right? Oh, and then the other one, actually, let me find a place. This and this envelope. I'll put these back here, and then we still have this. See, this tab wouldn't work here because we've got this here. It would get in the way, so that's what you have to watch. So I want a place that I can put this envelope. Would this fit here? No? Well, maybe, but it doesn't look good there. is there any blank space? I don't know. We could do it here. But I need, actually this could glue right here, because what I did is I created a little pocket, or a little envelope that opens that has these little pieces in it. And then this little specimen card that you can, I left it open so you can change your little scene out. See, we could put it right there. Maybe I should Velcro that instead of gluing it down. Let's do that. Let's get another little interactive. Okay, let me put it on here first so I don't. Stick up a little bit. So you could take this off. And then you can change out your little scene. Put whatever you want in there. Butterfly, where's the one with the bird? There's the birdhouse. That's cute too. Oh, wasn't there a bird? Yeah, let's put the bird nest back in there. I'm just going to try to watch the time. Okay, we're coming to the end, friends. I mean, obviously, now you know why my journals get so chunky, because I just keep, you know, keep making stuff. Okay, so then these extra ones are going to go in this little envelope, which we could glue right here. I don't know if it'll fit in this pocket. Let's see. Will it fit in the pocket? I don't think so, but I'll try it. Let's see. Sorry, you can hear the bunny feeder. Yeah, too tight. Okay, the library card back. These little tickets. And we can glue this here, but let's see, is that going to be too, I mean, I want it on the same page. It's going to be a little bit weird though. Can I clip it? I don't know. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Do I glue it? Do I Velcro it? Let's Velcro it. But we'll probably need to Velcro it twice. Is my guess. I mean, who doesn't love to take stuff out of their journal? I don't know. Oops. Oh, that'll still work. Okay. Let's put it right there. Oh, and then the specimen card's here. Okay. There's that one. Get that one. Found a home for that one. Now, what else do we have? I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. I did want to find a home for these bunnies that I cut out. There's that one, and there's, oh, and here's this one. I mean, clearly I need to make another project because, okay, will that work there? No. Maybe. I don't like it there. Okay. I've got this. Let's see. I think there's. I thought I had a side pocket some. Oh, I think I only had one side pocket. Maybe that's not going to work. Okay. Is there a home for this one? So it opens like this. Start from the beginning. There's not a lot of room left, friends. What are we going to do? I'm going to have to make another journal. I don't think it's going to work here. I mean, it could, but it's, no, I don't like it there. This is like good writing space. I don't want to cover that. Don't know. Yeah, that's too wide for that. This might work here though. Just clip it into place there. This too. I don't think I'm gonna find a home for that one either. I love this one. I love the butterflies. I've got to find a place for this one. It's too wide for the top loading pocket. It might fit in this one. Oh no, that's a big tag. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, I have a side pocket here. That's right. Like a little hidden journal card. I left it like that just so I would remember I made it, because I didn't remember the first time. Could clip it to this side. Okay, anything else I really have to have in here? I don't know. I like that. Look at all these pieces that I have still. Love that. And this, but I don't think there's going to be a home for this. I also have this little piece. And this one. I don't think I'm going to find a place for these. I'm gonna have to make like a little mini journal, I guess. I could probably maybe fit in that pocket. Yeah, that works, that fits. Where's my other leaping bunny? There's one. Where'd the other, oh, here's my other one. Will this one fit here? Let's see, that one. That one. This one probably shows up better. I think all the die cut pieces didn't come out of this. Pokey tool. Okay. I mean, we really are getting to the end. What time is it? Oh, I'm at an hour. Let me finish this real quick, and then I'll come back and I'll do a final flip through. I'll be right back.